How to SCP from Linux server to Windows client. I'm shing into a Linux machine using putty and trying to copy a file down somewhere, anywhere, to my local machine. I figure SCP is the best candidate for the job but don't really care, so long as the solution works. I CV to the directory containing the file I want, app.war, and type the following. I've tried both to no avail. It got me thinking that perhaps SCP is a client/server tool and requires a client on my Windows machine, which isn't there. Am I just using the wrong syntax? Or am I way off base? If so, what options do I have? Thanks in advance.
In order for you to copy files back to your Windows, you need SSH daemon/service to be running on your Windows. It's much easier to use this tool instead. It has an ability to import sessions from putty, very plain forward client, you'll love it. Winsk, free SFTP and FTP client for Windows.
Windows 10 now has OpenSH built in. This URL. Get an admin command prompt. Check available versions. Install client. Install server. Start server and enable at boot. Find your Windows IP address. On your remote, Linux, machine, find your IP address. Create a public SSH key. Copy public key from local Windows to remote, Linux, machine so you don't have to type in a password all the time. Note that SSH copy ID is not currently available on Windows. Do the same on your Linux machine. Note, SSH copy ID does not work. The method above did not work for me, so I ended up manually skipping the public key over and pasting it into the c:/users/u/sslash/authorized_keys file. That still did not work, so I had to modify the sshd_config file. Open Notepad as administrator. Open %program data %\ssh/sshd_config. Add the following lines. Reboot. Create a password on Windows if you don't already have one. Note, you can still disable the Windows login screen by A, setting the require sign-in option to never, and B, using the netpause command and unticking the users must enter password checkbox. Now you should be able to SSH or SCP from your Linux machine.
You are correct. SSHD is the SSH server services that runs on the host. It accepts connections from SSH clients, like putty, SCP clients, and SFTP clients. You can download PSCP from the same website where putty is hosted. From the Windows machine, you would execute a command similar to pscp.xsomeuser.com/path/to/act.war/c:\.
You can do this by using the Linux Ubuntu subsystem for Windows. You need to enable this as a Windows feature. Then you can use a Linux terminal client that runs on Windows by getting it from the Microsoft Store, for example Ubuntu 16.04 LTS. Then, if you have SSH security set up to remote into your Linux machine, you can SCP from your local Windows Ubuntu terminal, when logged in as the username that you set for your Linux instance, something like this. scpi.ssh/my_rsa username at 11.11.11.11 column/myfile/enter RSA passphrase. The remote file will be copied into your local Ubuntu file system used by Windows, for example. C column/users/my.username/updata/local/packages/canonicalgrouplimited.ubuntu 16.04 on Windows_79 RHKP1 FNDGSC/local state/roots/home/my_Linux_username.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.